ESPN names the Vikings top standout player in the offseason so far. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and ESPN naming their standout player for each team this offseason, and you can already give it away because his picture's down there. We're going to talk about him anyways.
Yeah, it was kind of like, wasn't like a surprise standout. It was kind of it wasn't just a normal standout, a little bit of a shocking pick. And before we talk about who they selected, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment on the vids. And don't forget to become a YouTube member. You'll feel great. Sign up for exclusive content and your chance to win some Onebar and Lupagus swag every single month.
There's our latest three.
Wow.
Randy, Livingston, and Clark. Join that great group.
Yeah,
of members right there. Yes, it is a surprise standout player, someone that you may not expect, and it's Josh Metellus. Josh Metellus, Kevin Seifert has named him as the surprise player. Before we get into Josh, can you guess who Kevin Seifert gave last year this honor to, the Viking standout player of 2022?
I didn't know they did this last year.
They did it so hard.
I'm gonna say he gave it to Ezra Cleveland.
Brian Asamoah was the surprise standout player for last year. So there you have it. Just this very quick little write-up he wrote. The most interesting part about Metellus' spring was the clear effort for the Vikings' new defensive staff made to find him a place to play. A backup safety and special teams ace in his first 3 seasons, Metellus worked extensively at the slot corner and Vikings nickel. Boom. They want him out there. They want him out there so damn bad.
It's weird because I looked at all the reports from all the mini camps, OTAs. No one mentioned Josh Metellus was playing nickel corner. So this is the first I've heard of that. So I was a little bit surprised that's where they had him. And number one, before I even talk about that, I like that Kevin Seifert didn't go with the rookie, didn't go with the second-year player. He goes with a guy who's in his 4th year now. This is his 4th year. So I like the fact that he actually went a little deeper here. Maybe not the sexy option, but Josh Metellus playing nickel. Yeah, I don't give a shit where he plays. The guy makes plays when he's on the field. So whatever, if it's nickel, linebacker, put him on the line. I don't give a shit. Josh Metellus should be on the field.
Maybe you didn't get fancy with the rookies or anything like that because they weren't standing out. Maybe they sucked.
Well, I think he's just projecting forward.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean, Metellus, 2020, rookie year, 16 snaps, horrible grade. 2021 goes up to 54 snaps. Grade improves quite a bit, up to a 66. Last year, 259 snaps, he was up to an 85. Get this man more on the field because he just gets better the more he's out there. Last year of his contract, 25 years old, looking to make some money next year. And the Vikings look to be putting him in a pretty damn good situation to see what he can offer and make him money, whether it's the Vikings or somebody else.
Yeah, and I wonder if he'll be, like an attacking, blitzing kind of a nickel corner. Remember Mackenzie Alexander that year? He had like 4 or 5 sacks. Just had a knack for coming off the edge there as a nickel corner, blitzing from the corner position. Maybe Josh Metellus will be used that way. Honestly, I thought he might actually end up playing more linebacker because he was kind of that linebacker safety hybrid coming out of college. I thought maybe that would be his ultimate position here on this defense, but apparently it's in the slot, and I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I mean, Byron Murphy is slated as a starter at slot right now. Is Metellus just going to be this utility guy that maybe comes in at safety or maybe as a backup? What are they going to do with him? Are they going to move any all these other guys around? It just adds to the mystery of our secondary with all these young bucks, and now Josh Metellus is right in the mix.
Yeah, and you got Metellus coming over here playing some slot from safety. You got Jay Ward, who was safety in college, slated to be a nickel corner as well. So a couple guys making that conversion, making that jump to provide depth behind, assumably Byron Murphy. But we'll see how these corners end up shaking out here when the season starts.
Yeah, another line in this write-up. He says Harrison Smith and Cam Bynum appear set as the starting safety. So Lewis Cine fans, he's got some work to do.
He does, but it's only June 27th. So, again, I'm not too worried about that.
Kevin Seifert's much, much smarter than us.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what old Kevin's projecting here. And, I'm not surprised to hear that. I think we're going to hear Cam Bynum as a starter all through summer, and then we'll see what happens week 1.
We will, but Josh Metellus, I love it. I love everything about it. He was part of that draft class where he had 15 freaking players. God, what were their? I can't even remember their names. I think that was the Kyle Hinton year, wasn't it?
I think Kyle Hinton was at the long snapper from the military. I think was in that
Ryan
one.
Cole was part of that draft group. There was some issue ones. I think Blake Brandel too. So there were some good ones.
Kenny Willekes, our boy.
Yep, Kenny Wilkes was taken right after him, I think.
That was the COVID draft. I was just shit faced when we picked Josh Metellus.
I think we've been shit faced every draft, but Josh Metellus, let's go, baby. Let's get him on the field. Let's see what he has to offer because, God, he looks good.
Well done, Josh Metellus. Can't wait to see him get some more action in this Brian Flores defense. All right, let us know what you think of Josh Metellus being the surprise breakout player for the Vikings. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you have somebody else in mind? And also remember this. Enlistable, which is a village in Ireland, over 1,100 Dolly Parton lookalikes gathered this weekend to share their love for the iconic Tennessee singer, and they set a new world record.